Loneliness scares me to death. Regardless the painful ghosting experience that I thought it taught me how to finally be happy alone. Trust me, being alone still terrifies me like a lot. We grew up in this society where being alone is seen as a negative thing. And if you think for an instant, since we were children, we've been told this. Kid is sitting alone in class? Poor kid, he doesn't have any friends, let's sit with him. A student eating lunch by himself? Poor dude, he must be lonely. Someone you know is single during the holiday seasons? You kind of feel sorry for him, and so on. I do not blame this mindset. We humans are social animals, and it does feel good indeed to be surrounded by people who seem to care about us. And I do not deny that going to sleep alone in your bed compared to going to sleep with the person you are in love with, it makes quite of a difference. Only problem is now being alone has a negative effect in our minds. And in order to avoid this loneliness connotation that we have somehow installed in our brain, we take very wrong decisions. We choose to spend our money going out drinking and partying too often. We choose to keep spending our time with the wrong friendships. We choose to keep staying in that toxic relationship. I get it. It is hard. It is actually extremely hard. We are so scared of the unknown. This is why I'm so proud of you for getting aware of it and decided to take action, eventually looking for advices online that ultimately brought you to this video. My name is Daisuke, and I have decided to start my YouTube channel just a couple of months ago in order to help and motivate people becoming more confident, better human beings, and achieve their good goals. Now, there are some very good news about loneliness, which are when we are on our own, that is where we grow the most. There is an absolute truth in those movies and series in which a very important character spends time alone and he deals with tough challenges and then comes back to the society full of confidence and strength. Time being alone, it really takes people to their next level. It really does. Even Alan Watts talks a lot about powerful progress that a person can achieve by spending time alone. I'm sure you have a clear understanding of the difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Feeling lonely is a natural emotion. Please never ever feel guilty of it. But here is the catch, because it is a feeling. That means that it's only in your mind. I have felt so lonely a lot of times during dinner works, a birthday party, or all of those events that I was surrounded by people. And I actually used to get so mad at myself for being so simpy, for craving all of these attentions from other people. But it is just in your mind. When it comes, look at it, observe this emotion. Take a deep breath and just let it go. Easy to say, you might think. Of course at first it is. It is brutally hard. But I promise you it gets easier. Okay, so I observed this emotion, I have looked at it and tried to let it go. So what now? This is a very good question in where it lays the key of dealing with it. Because when we observe this loneliness and we try to let it go, right there for an instant, we are no longer lonely, but we're simply alone. The question what now means on a very basic level that we have time available on our hands. I really enjoy using my time and energies on things that I like to do, like training, become stronger. I like this idea that I work hard to see how strong my body can become. But not only that, I like to draw, I like to plan how to make my business grow further. When we train our brain to look at the loneliness just as an emotion and not as our ultimate reality, first, we'll calm down. Second, we start to envision what we actually really want and what we want to become. Do not fight your loneliness by forcing yourself getting out of the house, going out of parties, and swiping on dating apps. And when that's not enough, trust me, you will soon start texting people from a distant past with the excuse that you want to reconnect. When I force myself to be involved with others just for the good feeling of having my phone buzzing, I soon end up feeling actually even more in solitude. You are only making a fool of yourself instead of choosing to shift your attention inward and observing what is going on in our mind. One more thing, there is nothing wrong in reaching out to a friend if you're feeling very sad. You can text someone that you really trust, but you don't want to start texting everyone. I am very lucky that I'm still able to talk to my father when I'm feeling down, and it is quite comfortable for me to share with him my situation and ask if I can give him a few calls in the next few days. So here is my challenge for you, my dear friend. Face this insecurity, jump into this fear. It's all here. You grow the most when you're on your own. My name is Daisuke. Thank you for watching.